Well, an insurance company in Australia started tracking one employee's keystrokes, only to find out that some days she wasn't working at all. So they fired her. Well, the company looked at her keyboard activity over a period of 49 days. They found she logged on late 47 of those days, logged off early 29, and didn't work for a single hour for 4 days. So let's discuss it with cybersecurity expert Rick Jordan and labor lawyer Ryan Steigar. So Ryan, I wanted to start with you. Thank you both for being here. Was tracking her activity like this legal?
Generally, yes. This kind of thing is shocking to employees, but when you are on company time or a company device, they're within their rights to monitor your productivity. Now, outside of working hours, when you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, then they might cross a line. But looking at this, it appears legal.
All right. So, Rick, we are relying on your expertise here. What do people need to know about what their company can track?
Yeah, I like to look at this from both sides, because as Ryan said, our friend there, it's very legal, especially when it comes to a business-owned asset or a device. If work gives you a laptop to use or a phone to use, perfectly legal. You can monitor that, and it happens a lot. When it comes to a device that you might bring, which a lot of companies expect you to bring your own device these days, like, hey, use your own laptop. The company's going to save money. Woohoo. I would suggest to everybody to not do that. Just demand a company-owned asset, but with the understanding that productivity will be tracked, just like in the old days, for real. Like even restroom sign-off sheets in the McDonald's, you see those, or a salesperson who has to make a certain number of dials. Phone systems have had these tracking systems on them for the longest time. This isn't really anything new.
Absolutely. I appreciate that context. And so, Ryan, this woman, according to reports, was placed under a keystroke review after missing several deadlines and meetings. So is this sort of tracking a last resort for employers, or do you think there's some abuse happening here?
It's going to depend on the employer. Look, large companies are more likely to use these systems because they have more people to watch. And with the rise of work from home, we are seeing employees who do have multiple jobs, maybe are saying that they're attending to matters and they're not. This is an extreme situation, and I do think it should be a last resort. Anytime you do invasive monitoring of what's happening on someone's device, you're going to violate a little bit of trust, even if you're not violating the law. So if the loss in morale is worth the potential catches in non-productive employees, that's a business decision the employer has to make. But if you're a small employer, I really recommend talking to the employee and putting them on a performance improvement plan before resorting to monitoring.
All right, I think many would agree. So, Rick, are there safeguards employees can institute to protect their privacy at work?
Yeah, if you're working from home, which is really where a lot of this comes from. I mean, if you're in an office, you can walk over to a cubicle and say, hey, what are you working on? The performance improvement plan, I've got to disagree with Ryan on that one. I mean, if you're ever put on a PIP or something like that, you might as well. I think an ex-head of HR from Microsoft said this the other day, and I agree. You might as well just start looking for another job at that point, but be upfront from an employer standpoint, be upfront with your people. There's things called acceptable use policies, which when they get hired the very first day in onboarding, say, hey, we can do this. We don't actively do this, but this is a tool we have to ensure productivity. We just want to let you know that it's there.
Absolutely. And, that leads me to my next question. Ryan, just in terms of disclosing when you're doing this for employees, are there any barriers or what are the guidelines for employers with that? Do they have to say, hey, we're going to be monitoring you here, here, and here? Or when they give you a device, as Rick mentioned, outline that it can be surveilled at any point in time?
Well, this is going to vary a little bit by jurisdiction. I can tell you under U.S. federal law, generally they don't need the consent to monitor during company time and on company devices where there is no expectation of privacy. So a great example would be if you're monitoring in people's cubicles or in public spaces in the office, that'll be okay. If you're monitoring in things like a cafeteria where employees have non-work related matters they're discussing, or if you're monitoring emails after hours on different devices, that can become problematic. So consent is key for the employer. That's going to make it a lot easier for you to monitor what you need to do. If you don't do the consent, you're going to have a hard time showing you didn't violate a right to privacy if you're tracking content of information that is not work-related or information exchanged after hours.
All right. Rick Jordan, Ryan Steiger, a lot to dissect there. Thank you both for joining us. Great conversation.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.